You ever go back to an old game and realize it still feels better than half the stuff dropping today? Not because it has crazy next-gen graphics, not because everyone's talking about it, but because it actually had heart. So today, I'm giving you 10 games that deserve a replay. Some still look great even now, others, the graphics might not blow you away anymore, but the story, the vibe, the experience still hit hard. And we're starting with Red Dead Redemption. Released on May 18th, 2010, this game puts you in the boots of John Marston, a former outlaw forced by the government to track down his old gang just to get his family back. And what makes it special isn't fast action or flashy visuals. It's the tone. The world feels wide open, quiet, almost uncomfortable at times. Long rides on horseback with nothing but music and the sound of the wind. It gives the story room to breathe. Yeah, the shooting feels a little stiff today. The controls aren't perfect, but the writing is sharp, the characters feel real, and that ending, it still lands. Hard. When it's over, Red Dead Redemption doesn't try to impress you. It just leaves you thinking, and somehow that hits harder than most games ever could. Right after Red Dead Redemption, we jump straight into Far Cry 3. Released in December 2012, you're thrown onto a tropical island as Jason Brody, a regular guy forced to survive in a place that's beautiful and deadly. Every jungle, every cliff, every hidden camp keeps you on edge. The story hooks you fast, the villains are unforgettable, and the freedom to explore makes every encounter tense. Guns, stealth, climbing, everything pushes your limits. By the time you've played through the first few missions, you feel the island, you feel the danger, and you feel every choice you make matter. Far Cry 3 is pure island chaos, and it never lets go. And the next game takes us straight into the heart of ancient Rome. Ryse, Son of Rome. Released in November 2013, you step into the sandals of Marius Titus, a soldier seeking vengeance. The combat is brutal and precise. Every clash of swords, every block with your shield, every shout on the battlefield feels weighty. The story is epic, the visuals are striking, and leading Roman legions into battle puts you right in the middle of history. You don't just fight, you feel every strike, every tactic, every victory. From start to finish, Ryse keeps the intensity high, a relentless journey through blood, honor, and glory. After the brutal battles of Ryse, we switch gears into something slicker, faster, and full of adventure. Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Released in May 2016, you step into Nathan Drake's shoes one last time. The treasure hunts, the hidden paths, and the cinematic moments make it feel like a playable blockbuster. Every jump, climb, and narrow escape is thrilling. Now, not everything's perfect. The aiming can feel a little off sometimes. That's from my perspective, and most players agree it's not the game's strongest point. But honestly, the story, the characters, and the world you explore more than make up for it. By the end, Uncharted 4 leaves you on the edge of your seat, a mix of action, humor, and jaw-dropping visuals. And the next game is Batman Arkham Knight. Released in June 2015, you become the Dark Knight standing between Gotham and total chaos. The combat is fast, fluid, and punishing, while gliding through the city's streets feels as iconic as ever. Every rooftop, every alley, every confrontation pulls you deep into Gotham's dark world. The villains are unforgettable, the story is intense, and the atmosphere is nothing short of cinematic. You don't just play Batman, you feel the weight of every decision, every fight, every shadow. By the end, Arkham Knight delivers a thrilling, immersive experience that keeps you hooked from start to finish. After walking through darkness and chaos, it's time to step into a world where every choice cuts deeper than any blade. The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. Released in May 2015, you become Geralt of Rivia, a monster hunter navigating a continent torn by war. But this world isn't just about contracts and creatures. It's about consequences. The decisions you make don't fade away. They shape lives, kingdoms, and endings. The open world feels alive in a way few games ever achieved. Villages breathe. Characters feel real. Even side quests unfold like fully written stories with emotional weight behind them. By the time your journey ends, The Witcher 3 stands tall, not because it's loud, but because it's deep, mature, and unforgettable. From a world of monsters and choices, we now enter a legend of gods and vengeance, God of War 3. Released on March 16, 2010, this epic chapter thrusts you into the boots of Kratos as he climbs Mount Olympus, hell-bent on taking down the gods who betrayed him. The combat is raw, brutal, and relentless. Every boss, every clash, every moment feels massive and intense. And just recently, Sony announced that the original God of War trilogy, including this game, is getting a full remake for modern consoles, bringing Kratos' classic Greek saga into a new era. In the end, God of War 3 is about one thing: revenge carried to its absolute limit. Kratos doesn't stop, doesn't hesitate, and doesn't look back. And that's exactly how this chapter closes. And the next game is Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Released in 2014 as an enhanced version of the 2013 reboot, this is where Lara Croft's modern journey begins. Stranded on a dangerous island, the story focuses on survival, exploration, and the early transformation of Lara into the character we know today. The environments look sharp and detailed, with improved visuals that still hold up well. Combat blends stealth, bow mechanics, and gunplay smoothly, while tomb exploration brings back that classic adventurous atmosphere. By the end, this version shows how Lara becomes stronger step by step, shaped by survival and experience. And the next game is Killzone Shadowfall. Released in 2013 as a launch title for the PlayStation 4, this game was built to show what the new generation could really do. Set years after the events of Killzone 3, the world is divided by a massive wall separating two rival factions, creating constant tension from the very beginning. Visually, it still looks impressive, with detailed environments and strong lighting that hold up even today. The gunplay feels weighty and tactical, pushing you to move carefully instead of rushing into every fight. By the end, Killzone Shadowfall delivers a grounded sci-fi experience built around atmosphere, precision, and controlled intensity. And the next game is The Order 1886. Released in 2015 for the PlayStation 4, this game plunges you into a Victorian-era London where knights battle half-human, half-beast creatures. The world is dark, detailed, and cinematic, with every street and alley telling its own story. Combat is precise and deliberate, combining classic gunplay with unique gadget mechanics. The short campaign keeps the pace tight and focused, while the narrative builds tension with every encounter. And if you enjoyed this dive into these amazing games, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and leave a like. It really helps me keep bringing more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.